morning everyone. Today is a very different video to what you're used to on the channel. Today is a bit of a life-changing day for me because I'm getting my eyes lasered and I will no longer be needing these. I nearly like snapped them in half for the video and I thought I've actually got to get them.
Oh my god, no, you still need them for now.
I'm just having my final breakfast as a glasses wearer, but in minus we need to leave 5 minutes. We need to go to Optimax in Hove, who are lasering my eyes today. So I'm having the LASIK treatment. I'll tell you more about this like throughout this video about like the procedure and stuff and how it works. But we are in a bit of a rush now, so we should probably get going.
Let's go.
So we've just arrived at Optimax in Hove. I am feeling quite nervous. I've had a few different like consultations before here. So the initial one where they like test your eyes, check that you can actually have it. And then last weekend I met the surgeon who actually does the treatments. I'll show you the guy, hang on, here he is. This guy. And he's done like 30,000 treatments before, which really like puts my mind at ease because he clearly knows what he's doing. So I met him last week and that's just like the final check to see if in his opinion I'm okay to have it, because I am quite young. I'm 21, so I'm quite young to be having it because your eyes can change quite a lot, but I think it's the right time and I don't want to wear glasses and contacts anymore. Like, just it winds me up in the morning having to like do something to be able to see. Like, you struggle seeing because you can't open your eyes in the morning, but that's a whole different...
That's just because I'm tired.
That's a whole different story, but it's going to be great, like, actually being able to see. But, so today, this morning, you're not allowed to wear any makeup, as you can see, no perfume or anything like that, no hairspray, hair's back, and as I've got quite dry eyes, I've been taking flaxseed oil tablets and these little teardrops they gave me to make my eyes less dry, because one of the side effects on this for younger people is dry eyes. If they're already dry, they'll be drier and that won't be good. I'm not sure what to expect afterwards, to be honest with you. I have been watching too many videos on YouTube where they're like showing you how they do it, where they like cut your eye, like the flap, slice it open with the lasers, peel it back and then bash the lasers into the eye to correct your vision. And like, that's the worst thing I could have done, because like as soon as I knew I was having it, I'm like googling this stuff and now I can see what they do, and it's crazy like how clever it is. And the guy was saying, my surgeon was saying that basically sets up like what I'm meant to have, and then the computer works the rest of it out and where the lasers go. Like, how clever is that? And this isn't like new technology either, because it's been around for a while, hasn't it? Yeah. Like, it blows my mind that a computer can work out how I'm gonna see. So I'm gonna take you guys with me into the clinic now. I know that I can't get George to film when I'm actually having it done. They were saying that no one's allowed in that room. It's just literally me and the surgeon, just because of like, I don't know, things can go wrong, I suppose, and they want to eliminate all that risk. So George will be staying outside. You're probably going to find a coffee shop here, aren't you, and have some breakfast in Hove. Of course,
we're in Hove, like the best mini town. The best area for coffee and breakfast. So like,
right, this vlog's about me.
Yeah, I know, but it's still my channel as well. Yeah, I'm just gonna go and get some breakfast. I'm here today to support Lucy and be like the best boyfriend I can be by driving her to the appointment, driving her home.
Sorry.
In the middle, going for a nice breakfast on my own.
Yeah, exactly. And you said to me this morning that you'd get me breakfast and a coffee, and you didn't know how to do it myself.
Oh, but I just needed to stay in bed a little bit longer.
It's not been very good so far, but hopefully this afternoon that will change. I'm not too sure how I'm going to be after, as in like, apparently like your eyes can get quite bruised. Apparently I'm able to drive again tomorrow, which again boggles my mind. I'm having a LASIK treatment, so there's a few different ones. There's IK and EK, so LASIK is what I'm having, which is the quicker recovery and the less pain one, which is perfect. Also, I'd like to take this moment to thank Optimax. So they have actually agreed to give me this treatment complimentary today, which is amazing, and it's going to be like life-changing, isn't it, for me? So thank you so much. And I'm gonna show you guys, like, they've got loads of clinics around the country, so even if you're not locally from here, you'll be able to go there if you're considering this treatment. And I'm literally going to go through like everything with you and how it feels, and how, if you're nervous about getting it done, what it's actually like to be in the room getting it done, and like how the clamp feels, and when they do the actual laser, if you can feel anything. Apparently you can smell your eyes burning, which I'm really excited about. But yeah, I am really excited. Although I'm nervous, who wouldn't be nervous?
It's gonna be so good.
It's gonna be really good.
You'll be able to just wake up and see.
But you can do that already.
Yeah, I know, but
you're saying no, I know,
but I relate in the way that I imagine myself not being able to wake up and see. Like I take that so for granted.
Yeah.
Like if I had to wear glasses, or if I had to put contacts in just to see, and if my normal vision was just blurry,
yeah,
I'd be like, what the hell? So I totally understand why you want to get this done.
And my vision at the moment, like, it is quite bad. It's like -5 in, I always forget which one's bad. They're very different. This is like -1.25, this is like -5, so they're very different. And I do struggle seeing anything. Like, I couldn't drive without my glasses on now. Like, I can't really see number plates. But like I said, I don't know how much we can film even like before and stuff. I don't want to be too like intrusive with like the guys in there, because they're doing a job and it's obviously quite an important one. But even if we can't film much in there, you'll see like the whole experience afterwards and the rest of our day, and see how I'm getting on in terms of recovery. So thanks for watching. We hope you're all looking forward to seeing how it all goes and the journey. We're actually early for once, so we're outside the clinic now at 15 minutes before my appointment, so we probably should go in now, shouldn't we?
Let's go.
Get there nice and early.
Yeah. Morning.
So have a read through the confirmation of consent form. Once you're happy with it, you sign, print your name and pop today's date down. And then doctor will sign that as well when he calls you through. Alright. So if you take your seat downstairs, fill that in, and then he'll know your fee.
Thank you. Cheers.
It's just basically confirming.
So Lucy has just gone in to the clinic. I can't be in the room obviously, so I've come out to find some breakfast. It's a lovely, lovely day today. She's been quite nervous, bless her, but the benefits are going to be so good. Places in Hove called Hickson Green, which is where Lucy and I held our Brighton Bloggers and Vloggers event. They let us use the upstairs of this place. We're gonna order some breakfast, get a coffee, and do some work. On for a flat white, guys, of course. Look at that. Perfection in a cup. And I'm thinking of going for the avocado, maybe eggs on toast, and add some bacon or something like that. And this is exactly why I come here for breakfast. Have a look at this. You even get a lemon. Delicious. Yeah, down the road.
Sorted. Can't see your bloody
You're done.
It's not too bad. You're walking into a sign. See, I can see that.
You can tell me better. Been home a couple of hours now. We picked up some snacks, as you saw, because it was good for Lucy to eat something straight after the surgery. She's been resting for a couple of hours. We've been doing her eye drops and stuff. She said we could go in and ask her how she's doing.
I'm not like some beast, and it's like, she said we can come and say hi.
You pretty much are, because we had to put, our curtains are really bad. They're not like blackout or anything.
They're nets.
They're literally just nets. So we had to put up blankets and stuff on the curtains so there wasn't too much light getting in. So it's gonna be quite dark in here, but bear with us.
It's literally like I'm a newborn baby.
You're not a newborn baby.
You're like, we can go and see her if we're really quiet.
That pretty much is it.
I can't really see anything. Right, so I'm going to tell you more about actually what happened later, because currently I can't look at screens and strain my eyes, which I'm doing now. You're welcome, guys. But I just thought I'd show you guys how I am currently. Honestly, since the last hour's been okay. The hour before that wasn't great. Like, my eyes have been stinging quite badly, but then they've given us, I'll go through all the medication in the bag and stuff they give you later on, but I'd rather do that when I can actually see everything clearly, because it's still not quite there yet. But in the next few hours, hopefully, or even by tomorrow, it will be nice and clear. But in the bag of medication they give you, there's this little one that's the same medication that they use to numb your eyes during the actual treatment. So I'm conscious I spilled pasta down myself earlier. That's disgusting. I've actually had to use some of that, and like this afternoon they said it like literally varies each person, like how much pain you're in. Some people don't get any pain, some people get a little bit. Mine was stinging quite badly when I was trying to get to sleep, so I couldn't sleep, and they say to rest your eyes as part of it to help it all heal. So yeah, I took a few of them, didn't I, and you helped me put them in. I was like, no, I can do it on my own, don't worry. And then actually, if you have got someone there to help you put them in, do it, because it makes such a difference, having someone to actually just do the drops for you. I've been useful.
No, I've been useful.
You've been useful,
I've
right?
been extremely useful.
You have been quite good, to be fair. I will give you that. I wish I could see how I look because I can't. But George is saying that I can see, I'm being dramatic. When I first came out, it was very, very blurry, completely expected. I wasn't that sensitive to the light, but then when I got home, I was quite sensitive, like, because all the numbing stuff had worn off by that time, and that's when I needed to put some more in to make me in less pain. Now I feel okay, like I can walk out there and I'm a bit like, oh, it's a bit bright, but it's not too bad. When I came out, George noticed this little red thing, and it's just like, they call it bruising, but it's just like a red part of my eye. Do you want to get a little zoom in? Because,
yeah, let's try and show
like, it doesn't
you
hurt,
this.
but it looks kind of gross. Can you see it okay?
Yeah, it's quite bad actually.
Thank you.
But
it's fine. Like, I was looking at what, like, not now, but like before, he said about bruising, and I looked it up and it's normal, and there's some that like cover half your eye, so I think I've done quite well here. Definitely. But I wonder why that is, why it's that one and not that one, and that's there.
Okay, get some more rest.
I don't want to, I'm bored.
We'll see you soon.
Like, I'm the worst for this. Like, I can't be told to rest. If I want to sleep, I'll sleep, but otherwise I'm just like, no, I want to be doing stuff. I can't watch TV, I can't go on my phone, I can't read, so I'm going to sit here just like this, eating bits of coconut, Roundtree's Randoms and Lucozade. We'll see you soon. Bye. So since you last saw me, I'm feeling a lot better. I'm still, like, I'm seeing much better than earlier. I can see, like, close-up stuff's like really clear. Far away, still a little bit blurry, but they said it won't be perfect or how it should be until the morning, so that's fine. In terms of the pain, all it is now is it kind of feels like there's some grit in my eyes. It's really hard to explain. Like, obviously they cut, like, so okay, if you don't know how the procedure works, I'm not a surgeon, an optometrist. I don't know what I'm talking about really, but from what they've said to me and having had it done, I can't talk. The way it works and what they do is so you go into the room. Let me go from step one. So you go into the room. It's a freezing cold room because of the lasers. They have to have the aircon on really, really high. So if you're getting it done, I'm sure they'll advise you anyway, but make sure you wear quite a few like layers, because I wore a tiny little top in because I wore a jumper. I spilled coffee down it on the way, so I took it off and I was just wearing a little top. So they ended up putting like a foil blanket over me to keep me warm. So the room's really cold because the lasers, if it's like a normal room temperature, the lasers will overheat, which isn't good. So you want to keep the lasers as cool as possible. You get into the room, you lay down, your hair's put into a lovely attractive hairnet to make yourself look even better in your foil blanket. The surgeon, like, I cannot say like how good he is. Like, he makes you feel so at ease, he talks you through everything, tells you how great you're doing. I'm literally just lying there with my eyes open, he's telling me I'm doing a good job of it. So, and the two, like, I don't know if you call them nurses, or like the two people in the room helping him were great as well. So they basically talk you through the whole thing, but you're lying down to your left, so like you're lying flat, and then they kind of tilt the bed, so you're under the left machine first and they tilt you to the right. So the left one cuts the flap in the eye, the right one is a laser that actually corrects your vision. So in cutting the flap, this was the worst bit for me. They'd already put these drops in my eye, and they're the ones I was saying about earlier that make your eye numb. I'm fine with eye drops. They said quite a few people don't like eye drops, they flinch quite a bit and find that quite uncomfortable, but I'm fairly used to it. I'll put my fingers in my eyes for contact lenses normally, so that doesn't bother me. So I was lying there, putting them in. They then clamp your eye open, so one at a time. So one's got like a patch over it, the other one's been clamped open. I don't know how I kind of only just felt it. I couldn't really see what they were doing, but all I can explain it was like, it felt like there was one clamp and then something else that went on and like twisted to like lock the clamp in place or something, just to keep your eye fully open. And because you've got anaesthetic in your eyes, you don't really feel the need to blink, so it's not like, that's what I was worried about, feeling like I was going to blink the clamp shut and it was going to be really painful, but you don't really feel the need to because your eye is kind of numb. Your eye is now fully open, then the machine kind of goes onto your eye so that it lines it all up properly and makes the cut. That was the worst bit because it was like quite heavy pressure on your eye, and the only way I can describe it, I don't recommend you do this, but if you like put pressure on your eye shut and like put pressure on your eyelid, it's kind of that pain but like deeper into your eye, like an achy type pain. But it's not, okay, it's not a pain, that's the wrong word. It's just a little uncomfortable, that bit. They basically cut a slit in your eye. See, I'm saying all this, but thinking about it, I don't really know what they were doing. Anyway, you're here to find out about what it feels like, not how it actually works. There's other videos on YouTube to see that. So anyway, they do that, take the clamp off and put the patch over this eye. Do the same on the other eye, leave that one open, and then they twist you to the right machine. The right machine is the lasers, and this was weird. Like, it didn't hurt at all, before you worry. Like, that was the last bit of pain with that bit. No more pain. It's uncomfortable again putting the clamp in, because the clamp kind of goes, squeeze it, and then as they open the clamp, it pushes back on your eye and you can kind of feel it going round a little bit. No pain, just a bit of a weird feeling. The clamp's kind of like, you know them cooking things, like the tongs, where you like push in and it opens. It's kind of like that, and then like you close it and pull it and then it shuts. and locks it, and that's the only way I can describe it. The clamp's back on, you're under the second machine, and the laser, he gives you like a practice run while he's lining you up or something, and you can just hear like a like that's what the laser sounds like. Two things to be relatable here. Firstly, the sound of the laser actually correcting your vision. I think it like bashes down on your cornea, might be wrong, and that corrects your vision, but again, don't take my word for it, I don't know. You know when you have them like net things that catch flies but electrocute them, it's like zzz, and it kills a fly while swatting it, like an electric fly swat. That's what it sounds like, exactly like that. And you can smell your eye burning. Like, it smells of, someone there said it smelled of burnt hair, I thought it smelled of burnt cheese. You know when you've got like I don't know, we sometimes put like bagels and fry them a little bit to make them nice each side, and a bit of cheese might slip onto the edge and it burns. Like at the very end bit of burning when the cheese is black because you've forgotten about it, that's what it smelled like to me. And that was like an instant smell. It was quite a strong smell as well. I was trying to like hold my breath so I didn't smell it, but then I had to breathe, so I smelled it. There's a bit of lasering there, and then there's like, I couldn't quite hear what he was saying because he was like murmuring it to someone else, but it was like, the laser bit was like 45 seconds in this eye and 22 in this eye, because that eye's way worse than that eye. And then the second bit was the wide something, but I didn't hear what he said, but it's like a less intense something. Again, you can kind of feel it, but it doesn't hurt at all, you just kind of know it's happening. Then they take the clamp off, they put the flap back over your eye, which you can't feel, but you know they're doing it. You can kind of see, and your world feels a bit wobbly. And then literally do the same to the other eye. They put some more like fluid in your eye, the anaesthetic, and some like teardrop stuff, and then they're like, yeah, open your eyes and sit up when you're ready. And it's like, that's it. You're just like, what do you mean that's it? Like, the flaps have been closed and that's it. It's crazy. Then you go outside, it's very bright, you'll be very sensitive to the light. In the consultation I did have dilating drops, which make your pupils much bigger and really sensitive to the light. It wasn't as bad as that, because I suffered quite badly from that, and the rest of that day I couldn't see a thing because it was so bright. That was about a month ago now, but this wasn't quite as bad. I put my sunglasses straight on, it was fine. I sat outside for a bit, not outside, like outside in the waiting bit, and just had a glass of water, and then 10 minutes later the surgeon pulled me back into like the other room just to check it was all okay. This eye did have a tiny little fibre underneath the flap, so he had to reopen it just while I was sat there with my, like no clamp. Just, it's so crazy, I don't know how they do it, but it was like a little bottle with some water, and then like a little like pin, like a needle, but kind of gone like that, so it's like something to open it with, and then squeeze water in to get rid of this fibre, and then close it again. You go home, you're told to rest, to not look at screens for the day, which I don't know, I feel okay, so I'm looking at this screen, but I'm gonna not look at them anymore tonight. You're not meant to strain your eyes, you're meant to stay in the dark. As you saw earlier, we don't have very good curtains, so we like formed our own, and you do find that you're quite sensitive to the light for a while. The pain was quite bad, but I don't think that's common, and it was only really in my right eye. I don't know if it's because it was open and closed again. Literally these little drops, once you've put the drops in, every sort of half an hour you're absolutely fine, then towards the end of the half an hour it's quite sore, but again, just keep using the drops, it's fine. Speaking of drops, they give you a bag filled with stuff. There's so much in here, so there's, again, I don't know all about these things, but there's 4 different things they give you. In terms of, where have I put it all? You take these every 2 hours for the first 24 hours, and then it's 4 times a day for a week. So the yellow ones, and then it's pink, and then it's teardrops, and then it's, if you need anaesthetic, use anaesthetic. So they talk you through all of that while you're actually there. One of them was like an antibiotic. The second one was called FML, but I can't remember what it does. This is my alarm telling me to take my drops. Good timing. These are called Hydromed. I was using these before anyway, because at my surgeon's consultation last week, he said I've got dry eyes naturally, as I was saying earlier, and these are just like artificial tears. They basically just lubricate the eyes, so then you just use them as much as you want really, but between each of these, so you don't wash each one out, you're meant to wait 5-10 minutes. Hilarious. I have to wear this and this to bed tonight. Apparently you have to like do that, and there's little like holes in it so your eyes can breathe, and I have to tape them to my face, so that when, because I was worried about this, because when I wake up I'm like rubbing my eyes, like, because I don't know where I am and what I'm doing normally. So I've got to tape these to my face so that I don't rub my eyes in the morning. I'm gonna look like a wasp. And I just had a shower, and because I can't get my face wet for 2 weeks, I've got to wear goggles in the shower. Anyway, I'm really pleased with how it's gone. I'm glad it's over, because I've been quite worried about this, but hopefully this video has put some of your minds at ease at how the whole procedure works. And if you've got any questions at all on anything to do with anything on laser eye surgery or with Optimax, then please do comment below and I'll be answering your questions. We'll put links below to Optimax as well, so you can get booked in for your treatment. They have been really good, and again, thank you so much to them, Optimax in Hove, for allowing me to get my eyes sorted out, because this is a huge difference for me already, and it's just going to be amazing being able to actually see when I wake up in the morning, so I'm super excited. I'm a bit concerned because George is cooking dinner and I can hear things going on, so I need to go and see how that's going. But thank you so much for watching today and for all your lovely messages from my Instagram stories throughout today. Please give this video a big thumbs up if you've enjoyed it or if it's helped you. I know for our usual subscribers it may not be the kind of vlog you're used to, but a lot of you that I've told I'm getting this done have asked for a video just to share my experience of the whole day. So subscribe if you're new. We normally do like travel-y or couple-y videos on this channel, and we've got loads of exciting things planned soon. So again, thanks for watching, and I'll see what I did there, very soon. Bye!